Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that when you hear the adhan, you must answer. I would like to ask, based upon what? Have you disconnected yourself from your brother when the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, a Muslim, akhu Muslim? Are you following the book of Allah? Are you following the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? Are you following the way of the Sahaba and the Salaf Salih? Or are you following these ignorant individuals who have placed themselves in a place for which they have no right to do? And if you follow that individual, you'll be on his deen on the day of judgment. You won't be on the deen of Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam providing, because this is not my ruling, because Sahabas are the one who rule, providing all the mawani, all the things that prevent that ruling from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon you are removed. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who is aware of the hidden and the revealed. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows the circumstances of his servant. But I plead to those brothers who are Abu Muslimites, or Zarabadiites, or Fatalini'i, repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for placing these people in the chain of transmission between you and the book of Allah and the Sunnah of Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And you will remember what I have said, and I place my situation in the hands of Allah. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر لي ولكم سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك اللهم وأتوب إليك. And I have been reminded to say, for believers, one that is reminded, he remembers that anything I've said of good is from the blessing of Allah Ta'ala, not to be connected to myself. Anything I said of bad is from me and from Shaitan. And may Allah Ta'ala guide the Muslims to that which would benefit them in this life and the hereafter, and connect them with the scholars, for they are the ones who must lead this ummah and the ones who we must follow. Ameen. Sallallahu Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah. Layta shi'ri, which is an Arabic expression which means if I but knew. Layta shi'ri, if I but knew why those who claim that they're on the aqeedah of Ahl Sunnati wal Jama'ah and claim that they are Salafis, why they do not connect their followers to the scholars of our time like Sheikh Muhammad Nasiruddin al-Albani and Sheikh Abdul Aziz ibn Abdullah bin Baz and Sheikh Muhammad bin Salih al-Uthaymin and others. For one of the distinguished signs of Ahl Sunnah is that they love the scholars of their time, and they found fault with those who had a problem or did not respect and did not love. They had a problem with them and found fault with the aqeedah of those who did not love the scholars of Ahl Sunnah of their time. Listen to what Abu Uthman as-Sabuni, who died 449 Hijri, rahimahullaah, said in his book Aqidah al-Salaf wa Ashab al-Hadith. Abu Uthman as-Sabuni rahimahullah rahmatun wasiyah said, in one of the distinguishing signs of Ahl Sunnah, and you will hear him use the word Imam, and Imam here is used as for a scholar. One of the distinguished signs of Ahl Sunnah is their love for the Imams of the Sunnah, his scholars, his helpers, and his close allies, and their hatred for the leaders of innovation who call to the hellfire and who direct their associates and companions to the home of torment and destruction. Allah the Sublime has ordained the hearts, or has adorned the hearts of Ahl Sunnah, and the light of their hearts with love for the scholars of the Sunnah, with love for the scholars of the Sunnah, with love for the scholars of the Sunnah. I say bounty from him, whose magnificence is perfect and sublime. Al-Hakim Abu Abdullaah al-Hafiz, may Allah make him and us reside in prayer, that's informed us. Muhammad ibn Rahim ibn Fadl al-Muzakki narrated us. Ahmad ibn Salama said, Abu Raja Qutayba ibn Sa'id read his Kitab al-Iman to us, and at the end of it there occurred. So when you see a man loving Sufyan al-Thawri, Malik ibn Anas, Al-Awza'i, Shu'bah, Ibn al-Mubarak, Abu al-Ahwas, Sharik, Waqi, Yahya ibn Sa'id, and Abdurrahman al-Mahdi, they know that he's a person of the Sunnah. Ahmad ibn Salama said, then I add underneath that in my script, and Yahya ibn Yahya, Ahmad ibn Hanbal, Ishaq ibn Ibrahim ibn Wahaway. When we stopped at this passage, the book, the people of Nisabur looked at us, and Qutayba said, those people hate Yahya ibn Yahya. So we said, what is Yahya ibn Yahya? He said, a righteous man, Imam of the Muslims, and Ishaq ibn Ibrahim is an Imam of the Muslims. And in my estimation, Ahmad ibn Hanbal is greater than all of those whom I have mentioned. As-Sabuni says, and I met those whom Qutayba mentioned, about whom he said that whoever loves them, then he's a person of the Sunnah. That whoever loves them, then he's a person of the Sunnah. From among the scholars of Ahl al-Hadith, whose motto they emulate, by whose guidance they seek to guide themselves, and in whose group and rank they count themselves. And in following the narrations and sayings of these scholars, they find and are led to another group of righteous scholars, amongst them Muhammad ibn Idris al-Shafi, Sa'id ibn Jubair, al-Zuhri, al-Shabi, al-Taymi, and those after them. And he mentioned many scholars, and then he said, and these sentences which have been affirmed in this book constitute the aqidah of all of them. They never differed with each other about a single matter from it. Rather, they unanimously agreed upon it, and it's never been established about any one of them that he was pleased with whatever opposed it. And along with that, they unanimously agreed with their saying about the Ahl al-Bid'ah. And the scholars declare who Ahl al-Bid'ah are, that they should be subdued, humiliated and disgraced, banished and driven away, that one must keep away from them, from those who associate with them, and from those who are intimate with them, and to seek nearness to Allah by avoiding them and fleeing from them. And Ustad and Imam Abu Uthman rahimahullaah ta'ala said, and I, by the grace of Allah, the mighty and majestic, am a follower of their narrations, seeking illumination by their lights. And I advise my brothers and my companions that they should not slip away from their signposts, and that they should not follow other than their sayings, that they should not occupy themselves with these newly invented matters from among the innovations which have become widespread amongst the Muslims, and likewise the detestable things which have appeared and become popular amongst the people. If a single one of these matters appeared upon the tongue of anyone in the time of those scholars, then they would have forsaken him, would have declared him an innovator, called him a liar, and would have attributed to him every evil and loathsome thing. Let not my brothers, may Allah protect them, be deceived by the abundance of the Ahl al-Bid'ah, the people of innovation, and their large numbers. For verily the abundance of the people of falsehood, and the small number of the people of truth, is a sign of the approach of the day of truth. Since the chosen Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, indeed amongst the signs of the hour, and its being close at hand, is that knowledge will diminish, and ignorance will be widespread. And knowledge is the sunnah, and ignorance is bid'ah. And knowledge is the sunnah, and ignorance is bid'ah. And knowledge is the sunnah, and ignorance is bid'ah. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.
هو الذي أنزل عليك الكتاب منه آيات محكمات هن أم الكتاب وأخر متشابهات فأما الذين في قلوبهم زيغ فيتبعون ما تشابه منه ابتغاء الفتنة وابتغاء تأويله وما يعلم تأويله إلا الله والراسخون في العلم يقولون آمنا به